Hope you all have a pleasant evening. At spring practice this morning, UA's football team unveiled their new Noke look on offense, where running back Noke Funaki takes a direct snap from center, presenting all kinds of options. Now, biggest option the Warriors have, no matter what offense they're in, is kealoha pilares. Naming grass switch full-time from running back to slot back, and being primarily pass catcher, not blocker ball carrier, is good for him. You a happier guy?
Of course. I think this is my position, you know. Coming out of here out of high school, I was recruited as a slot. And I think I'm getting my shot right now to just play slot full-time. And so I just got to make every opportunity worth it.
So you'd rather catch a pass than catch a handoff?
In this offense, yes.
How much harder is it to play in this offense between running back, slot back, I mean, mentally and getting ready?
I look at it as running back is like a sociology degree, and, you know, receiver is a hard position, but...
Chemistry degree.
Biology.
Last season, Pilares rushed for 300 yards and 5 touchdowns with 29 receptions for 246 yards and 2 more scores.
Gotta go in, you know, and they're like, oh, dang, it's just the defense.
We have 2 backs in the backfield, or he may be the only back in the backfield. And it's basically for short yardage, it's for red zone, or when we just want to change up the tempo of the game and the personality of the game.
Lining up behind the center is no problem for Funaki, but taking live bullets, particularly in practice, is something he's still getting used to. Today he had the marks and torn clothing to prove it.
I think it's a lot of bottled up feelings that these defensive players have been having towards me, you know, over the years. You know, they've never been able to touch me. All these past years, I've always had an orange jersey on, but now it's gone. And, you know, they came after me, you know, they breaking me in, you know, literally, you know, my neck, you know, trying to tear off my shorts, but, you know, just trying to do what I can, you know.
Spring practice ends this Saturday for Hawaii with the annual Warrior Bowl intra-squad scrimmage at Aloha Stadium. But that's not all as far as football functions are concerned. Friday night, Coach Mack will be hosting an alumni get-together for former Warrior letter winners in the Wong Hospitality Room at the Stan Sheriff Center. That starts at 6. And then Saturday morning at UH, what is being called Junior Day.
We're bringing every top junior in the state of Hawaii and their parents into the university. It's an unofficial visit. They'll pay for their food, but we'll show them around campus, we'll talk with them, and then we'll finish off by going to the Warrior Bowl. But every top athlete, as recommended by their coaches in the state of Hawaii, will be here starting at 8:30 in the morning.
Saturday's Warrior Bowl at Aloha Stadium starts at 3 p.m. and will be preceded by an autograph session starting at 1.
Spring football is a step closer to next season, and for Hawaii's offensive linemen, the sooner it comes, the better, so they can improve on last year's statistical nightmare.
That was a target last year, and we're going to be a target this year. It's like, oh, here's the crappiest line coming up in the NCAA, so let's get at them. So now, but you know what, with that mentality, it's like, all right, we got this monkey in our back.
When last season ended, Hawaii finished the worst in the country with a total of 57 sacks. That's 1 short of the NCAA record. Worse yet, Hawaii surrendered the sacks for a loss of 348 yards. New offensive line coach Gordy Shaw is already making changes to help ensure that doesn't happen again.
We're putting our players in positions so that they are ready to strike in a pass protection situation, as opposed to being on the move and trying to glance things by the quarterback, and so that's helped us quite a bit, I think.
Before our senses, our elbows are on our knees, and our hands are below the knees. And now our hands are on our knees, almost to our hips. So I think if there's more of a push, you get more of a push.
There may also be a push for the front 5 to expand UH's ground game. Hawaii averaged just 3.2 yards rushing per game last year.
We have the inside run, which we really haven't had these last couple of years, and it's really paying off so far. And you know, for me especially, you know, a big knock on me is that I don't really run block good, but, you know, we don't really run block at practice. So now run blocking in practice is just making everyone overall a better run blocker.
There's a new offensive package in Manoa, and it's called the Noke. It's a scheme where running back Noke Funaki takes a direct snap. Now, Funaki was a 4-year quarterback at UH until moving to running back this year, so the move shouldn't be too difficult. Head coach Greg McMackin feels the package will mix things up and provide the Warriors with more options. While Funaki, he's just happy about the name.
It's my favorite name in the world, you know, I ain't complaining. It's definitely an honor, you know, and something to live up to, you know, so, you know, it's definitely so privileged, you know, that my head coach, you know, would name something after me.
It's basically for short yardage, it's for red zone, or when we just want to change up the tempo of the game and the personality of the game.
But there are a couple of drawbacks for Funaki. For one, the scheme sounds very similar to a current defensive package.
And a lot of times, you know, even in the years past when they've yelled Oki, you know, for the Oki defense, but I'm thinking they're yelling Noke. You know, and a lot of times I go, oh man, they're calling me, I gotta go in, you know, and they're like, damn, it's just the defense.
Plus, since Noke is not wearing an orange jersey, it's a whole new ball game, as you can tell by the gash on his neck.
I think it's a lot of bottled up feelings that these defensive players have been having towards me, you know, over the years. You know, you've never been able to touch me. All these past years, I've always had an orange jersey on, but now it's gone. And, you know, they came after me, you know, they're breaking me in, you know, literally.
Yes, they are. Now, tomorrow is the last spring practice for UH in Manoa. On Saturday, the team holds their Warrior Bowl at Aloha Stadium. An autograph session begins at 1 with a scrimmage at 3.